Patrice and Norton are on the show tonight. I had some nice brownies I was going to enjoy, and both of them smashed them right as they were coming out. They smashed them with their stupid Brazil AIDS hands and ruined my brownies, and now I can't eat them, so I hope you're happy, guys. Thanks. Well, the big story this weekend was the damn hurricanes at Florida. You know, I'm not going to call it Hurricane Francis, because I hate that we always give these hurricanes names. They're all the exact same. They don't deserve a tip of the hat to their humanity or individuality, or if that's the point of naming them. So who is to blame for hurricanes? Nature, people say, but isn't nature like God's system preferences? I mean, see, usually for war or evil, people give God the excuse. They go, well, that's man's will going against God's will. But what about this? You can't even say it's like a man's will. It's not like we hit Miami and Lauderdale because they're decadent. What about the Florida Panhandle? They got hit too. Those poor mullet heads didn't do anything to anybody. They got the worst of Florida. They never get the good things. Why'd you have to hit them, God? They're not lying on South Beach topless, you know? They're not in Key West performing sodomy and street rituals. They're just God-fearing people. You got them running around Walmart looking for plywood twice a year. You know, what do you have against Florida, God? I used to think you had a reason. I used to think it was Jimmy Buffett, but he moved to L.A., you're still hammering him. Okay, God, we get it. You don't like Florida. Move on. Let it go. Smashed my stupid treats. Well, let's look at the media's coverage of that Russian school terrorist attack. They haven't mentioned terrorists once or the word Muslims. And never, they said like Arabs. They never say any of these things. Why is that, do you think?
Probably because behaving this way is just such an anomaly for Muslims. They're normally very peaceful, rational people, and to see them acting like this, I mean, it's just hard to believe.
I think we all know the Muslims do control the media, though.
Nice one. I like that.
Well, what do you think about that? Don't you think it's just more political correctness? Like they're really just afraid to say, like, hey, this is like a Muslim thing, not that it's all
they? Say who they is.
I don't know, the Jews, the media, what do you want?
What?
Say who they are.
Why would Jews? Why the Jews? What is that?
Why would the Jews not want to say Muslims for everything?
I don't know.
They would say Timothy McVeigh was a Muslim if they could, if it was Jews.
All right, then let's just say white people.
Why don't we say
the left. White people in the left.
Why is it the left?
Because they're right.
Fox isn't saying it either. Yes,
they are.
They're not saying they're Muslims.
No one is saying Muslim.
Because our country is so afraid of offending anybody that you can't identify anybody. But even when they identify themselves by something, you're still not allowed to say it. It's ridiculous.
But you gotta say, people, they're Muslims, man. But see, this country's starting to get this thing where, wait, Muslims and Islam. Really, let's just say Arabs, man. Let's stop trying to beat around the bush with this religion. We're not mad at Muslims. No one's mad. They're mad at Farrakhan. Has the biggest Muslim population, but no one. They're not Arabs, but no one cares about Indonesian people. No one looks at us.
Where was Bali?
That's Arabs.
They weren't Arabs in Bali? In Bali, who committed the terrorist attack on the nightclub?
Look at them like that.
Say an anomaly to start the show off. Ever again, I'll punch you right now.
Why? It was a good word.
No. Leslie, through the whole crowd, it startled my heart.
Here's the deal is it's these Muslims who do not value life.
We're not talking about the Muslim. We're talking about our media won't say Muslim. Why is that?
I don't know, but I don't like the fact
that they don't want to attack the religion.
That's a hard word to say. No, because our media is so
religion. It's the religion.
No, it's not, because they attack the Catholic Church every time.
They attack the Catholic Church.
Because Catholic people are white. You know this goofy country.
That's what I'm saying.
White people are pussy. You're not even fun no more.
That's
Get rid of white people. You're useless.
We're not useless.
You just...
Without us, you wouldn't be driving your SUV with this new celly and your nice...
Without you, 300 years ago. Now your time is up.
And you still haven't paid white people back for the free ride over here you got. I don't like it.
Really?
Let them laugh, stupid.
A cruise from Africa. Stupid.
A few months ago, the New York Transit Authority, speaking of an example told a Sikh employee he couldn't wear his turban, so maybe had a heart attack about that one. After negative press, the TA has come up with a turban. I wish this was a joke, what I'm wearing right now, and it's not. It's going to be something like this. I'm not kidding. Like this. I swear to God. I'm not kidding. This is not a joke. But it's not a joke.
It is a joke.
I swear to God.
It's true. It's absolutely true.
But it's true. But he knew that's this.
But they're actually going to be wearing this.
Get murdered, man. Somebody will kill somebody in the show, man.
No, it's ridiculous. I mean, the fact that you take a job and that's a uniform. I mean, I'm Catholic,
But you don't see me wearing a priest molesting a kid on my head. So.
Actually, I do
You
see
can see that.
Yes.
It's on my website.
But don't you think we've gotten like, well, just anybody that
ridiculous.
says, but Judy, it is the left that has set this.
It's your responsibility.
Because you're the only one that comes close to the left that we can represent them. And every time I ask you to, you turn on me. Go ahead.
Yeah.
It's your responsibility. Every time we make fun of certain people, it's your responsibility to let people know that the Sikhs don't like the Arabs that we don't like. They don't like the same people, Sikhs and Indians.
Right.
We gotta save them.
It still doesn't change.
These dudes don't like those.
They don't like it, but guess what? Even though I love the Sikhs, yes, they're great. Too bad. Now you're here, you wear the stupid transit cap.
That's insulting, man.
Pretty soon McDonald's will have hats like this when we done.
You know what the problem is?
Here's the thing. No more people wearing religious
Stop with
garb.
the religion.
I don't like going to the airport and seeing the ladies in the burqas. It's scary. No more. It's scary.
Nobody wants to hear a guy in a turban say, next stop, World Trade Center.
No, that's wrong. That's last stop,
Yeah.
World Trade Center.
Yeah.
That is wrong, dude.
All right.
Muslims.
Speaking of clothes.
That is wrong.
I don't like the fact that there's a little part of you that actually thinks you look cute in that thing on your head.
Days of thinking I look cute. A little ended
There is
years ago.
5% of you that thinks that you kind of look all right.
No, there's not.
Yes,
I'm
there is,
finished and
stupid.
I know it, unlike you.
You didn't just put
As
it
I
on,
said many
you left it
times,
on.
at least once, I knew what it felt like to be good looking many years ago. You never knew that. We'll be right back.
I don't like the way you ended this.
Now, Patrice and Norton are in a real argument. Did it ever occur to you maybe it's karma for smashing my brownies, you two scumbags? Each week we take... I really stink. Each week we take a look at some of the movies that opened over the past weekend. The first movie is Paparazzi, which was produced by Mel Gibson. Here's a clip.
When your name is up in lights, the cameras never stop shooting.
Don't take pictures of my son.
Come on.
One good shot deserves another.
I've now got dead paparazzi that were involved in your accident.
Not so bad, isn't it? Paparazzi.
Now, isn't this one of those movies from like 10 years ago they should have made? Like, oh, the paparazzi's out of control. Now it's like, oh, who cares? It's over.
First of all, it's unbelievable. We all know the paparazzi would never cause a car accident.
That's right. But I like, one time I was watching that paparazzi, like, on Celebrities Uncensored, and Tony Danza goes, hey, what's up? He looks overweight the camera and punches the guy in the face. Now, that's funny.
Mel Gibson produced this.
Yes.
So, of course, all of the paparazzi are Jews.
I would like that. I like that joke, but I would like it better if your chair wasn't swiveling like your William F. Buckley Jr. You Mel Gibson produced.
What am I supposed to just sit there and look into my tea? I have to talk like it's fairly natural.
That actually looks like a nice turtle.
Are you saying that this looks like it sucks just because you have to say that? It actually looks like a decent movie, man.
It does look like a decent movie.
It looks like it's entertaining. Tommy Sizemore's in it, and that white boy he's on the come up. He's a good actor, man.
Who?
That white what's that kid? Whatever his name is.
What's his name?
The white kid.
It's Tommy Sizemore and a white boy in it. Who's this?
First of all, don't call him Tommy. You don't know him.
Yeah.
Second of all, call him what he is, a white man with master. Don't say boy. Our next movie is Vanity Fair.
Paparazzi look like it's gonna be good, man.
Our next movie is Vanity Fair. This one, your people will love this one. Vanity Fair starring Reese Witherspoon. Take a look.
Life, Becky Sharp longed to live in a world that was out of her reach. Now she will enter the world she always dreamed of, where polite society is turning out to be anything but. And the higher she climbs, the harder it will be to stay one step ahead of her past. Vanity Fair.
Now, isn't this just a rip-off of Red, White, and Blonde? No, I'm just kidding. What do you think, Judy? Don't pretend you're not going to see this movie, because we know you are.
My friend Lynn loved it. She said it was great.
Well, what does that mean?
That means I trust my friend Lynn, and she said
We don't know
it was
your
good.
friend Lynn.
I'd rather
What do
read
you
the
think?
magazine. I don't know. I'm gonna.
Do you think, does anyone
I
have...
like those period movies.
Really?
Shut up, you pig! Disgusting.
That's what I was thinking. I can't stand it.
It's another way of saying chick flick, period movies.
Julie's monthly movie.
Let's just sit with mine. It was a great one. Next is, let's just take my choice on that. It was perfect. My joke on it, which was great. Next is The Cookout, starring Tim Meadows, Queen Latifah, and Danny Glover. Here's a clip.
Patrice is gonna love this.
Todd got drafted.
drafted? Damn this war. Huh?
He stands to make millions. Do you think things will change?
We're moving on now.
How do you plan on celebrating?
We're having a family cookout. Let's go.
The Cookout.
Okay.
A lot of substance.
How many more of these uplifting, black movies do I have to see?
Hey man, look.
Soul brother, soul family, soul.
Cookout. Look, they could be.
Grandma, mommy's back.
They could be out. They could be out shooting each other. It could be violence, man. This is a fun-loving family movie, and you should go see it.
But I don't know. I will go see it, but I won't go hear it.
It's a period piece.
It's a period movie. I'm gonna go see it when I have my period.
Shot in my neighborhood.
It's a period.
I don't
Muslims.
I don't know if people are going to accept this though. It's like kind of weird, like Queen Latifah playing this sassy broad with corny people. I don't know if that's going to be too much of a risk for the public to accept.
Well, I think the reason we go see movies like Vanity Fair is because we don't want to see the period piece of today's period, which is that.
And look at man, it's
on,
going to
folks,
bring some. It's going to be more entertaining.
What's that?
If you think that's a bad movie, right?
Your people
If-
turn
look,
corners
bad,
just like
but
white people. Shut
not-
up.
well,
Every movie you make stinks like a white comedy now.
No,
What
no, it
happened to
doesn't.
you?
No, it don't.
What happened to you? Yes, it does. What
It
happened to
doesn't.
people?
Because
finished.
you know
They're
why?
like white.
Because the people,
What's the white people? What happened to your people?
the people who run Hollywood.
All right, I have had it with your anti-Semitism.
Oh, I'm not. I said the people who run Hollywood.
You went like this. The people.
Because I love you, Judy.
All he said was the people who run Hollywood.
He said the people who run Hollywood.
The people who run Hollywood.
The people who run Hollywood.
They're not. They don't.
Nobody's saying what they are.
They're trying too hard. They're trying very hard to get the young white dollar. I mean, I had to tell you,
It's all about
young
money.
black dollars is not. We're not big at the movies.
You mean the Benjamins?
Yeah, we're not big at the movies. We're big in clothes and we're big in sneakers and clothing. We're not big at the movies, man.
And
So
you're big, period.
we support the first 2 weeks of the movie.
Yeah.
The next 3 weeks is for white
Cleaning
people
up
to
the
see.
theater from all the... And it's still got the right amount of political correct white people going, oh my God, look at the wildness of their behavior.
That's what
and I'm
you
sure
do.
at the end, the white...
Why do you always act like white people are cool? You're not cool. This one always acts like, oh, Queen Latifah. No, white guys are the goddamn straight men of life.
But we're not shocked.
funny.
But we're not shocked by black people dancing.
Because you know me. That's why.
Right.
You are shocked in Harlem or Bronx or Brooklyn.
I picked up whores in Harlem.
No, you don't.
You know how many times I've gotten in Harlem?
Norton, Harlem starts on 80th and 2nd Avenue.
No,
That's where he
don't
gets his
tell me
whore.
where I get whores.
We'll be right back.